Good morning, students. So we will continue our 8th video of math side chapter 1. Okay. So already exercise 1b have been solved. So today we will move towards the third property. So our third property is multiplication of rational number. So you can all open the page number 16 of your maths book. Okay. So multiplication of rational numbers. Okay. So how to multiply two rational number? You need to remember, suppose we have two rational number a by b and we have another rational number c by d, and if you multiply it, so in multiplication numerator is multiplied to numerator and denominator is multiplied to denominator, that is a is multiplied to c and b is multiplied to d. If we take some example, suppose minus 7 by 8 into 3 by 5, you can check the example number 1 in page number 16. Okay, and the solution also you can proceed in that way. So 7 by 8 into 3 by 5, how to multiply this? So minus 7 will be multiplied to 3 and 8 will be multiplied to 5. So answer will be 7 3 is 21 and 5 is 40. Already 21 by 40 is in the simplest form. Okay, now if you take another example, you can see the example number 2. In example number 2, it is written as 13 by 6 into minus 18 by 91. So how we multiply? 13 into minus 18. Always remember to put the bracket because there are two signs, that is multiplication and negative sign was there. So you need to put minus 18 in bracket. Okay, and 6 into 91. So how we will solve this? Now before solving this, so minus is taken as common. So it will be 13 into 18 by 6 into 91. So obviously 6, we can cut the 6 and 18, that is 6 3 is 18. Okay, and if we see 13 and 91, 13 1 is 13 and 13 7 is 13 7 7 is 21 2 91. Okay, 13 7 is 91. So it is in the simplest form, that is 3 into 1 3, this will be minus 3 but 7 1 is 3. So this is in the simplest form. So after multiplication, try to bring the fraction into simplest form. Okay, so you can see the properties in page number 17. That is, first one is a closure property. So multiplication is multiplication hold the closure property. Then commutative law is also satisfied, associative law is also satisfied. So it's homework to see the examples of property 1, property 2 and property 3 in page number 17. And okay, so here the important property, fourth one I will discuss it, that is existence of multiplicative inverse. Existence of multiplicative inverse. Okay, so you need to remember that the multiplicative inverse of any rational number is 1. 1 is called the multiplicative inverse. Why? Because if we take any rational number, so if you multiply, or if we take any rational number, if you multiply 1, then only we will get the same number. Either you multiply 1 to the left side or to the right, pre-multiply or post-multiply, answer will be same. So how to think of the multiplicative inverse? That what number should be multiplied to a fraction so that the answer is same. So obviously what will be that number? That number will be 1. Okay, so that's why 1 is called our multiplicative inverse. Similarly, we can see one example, that is consider the rational number minus 13 by 19. So you can easily check that example. Okay, so next is our property 5. Property 5, it states that existence of multiplicative inverse. First one, it is the it is the multiplicative identity, not the multiplicative inverse. Okay, so this is our multiplicative identity. Next one will be the our existence of multiplicative inverse. existence of multiplicative inverse. Okay, so you need to think that suppose we have a rational number a by b, what should be multiplied to this rational number so that the answer is 1. So how we multiply it? Obviously, if we think one example, suppose 3 by 2. What should we multiply to 3 by 2 so that the answer is 1? Obviously, it's reciprocal. Reciprocal is 2 by 3. So how? 2 1 is 2 and 3 1 is 3. So we will get 1. So what will be that reciprocal multiplicative inverse? Obviously, b by a. Okay. So definition will be, you can write the definition. So you can see that every non-zero real number, rational number a by b has a multiplicative inverse, or also it is called as reciprocal, and it is b by a. Okay, in the set of all rational numbers, such that our a by b into b by a, or if you multiply b by a first, a by b, the answer will be 1. So the inverse of a by b, inverse of a by b will be b by a. Okay, this will be its inverse. Fine. So one remark is there, this is important. 0, that is, has no reciprocal. You need to remember that. Why 0 has no reciprocal? Because if we write 0, so 0 can be written as 0 by 1. Its reciprocal will be 1 by 0. But we know that how a rational number is written. A rational number is in the form of a by b, where our denominator cannot be 0. But here we can see the denominator is 0. So that's why this is not possible. So that's why 0 has no reciprocal. Okay. Similarly, if we take the second remark, reciprocal of 1. Reciprocal of 1 is 1. Okay. And similarly, third one, reciprocal of -1 is -1. So you can be asked some question that name a rational number whose reciprocal is same. So 1 and -1 are the rational number whose reciprocal are same. Okay, and we denote the reciprocal by, or inverse, by this way, power -1. So power -1 represents the inverse. Okay, and reciprocal of any number a, reciprocal of any rational number a will be of the form of 1 by a. Example, the reciprocal of 2 will be 1 by 2 in this way. Okay, so last we have another, not last, property number 6. Okay, distributive law. Distributive law of multiplication over addition. So what is this? Suppose we take 3 rational number a by b, c by d, and e by f. So what the distributive law of multiplication over addition states that if you multiply a by b with the addition of c by d and e by f, then what is the answer? This rational number will get multiplied to this one, as well as this number will be multiplied to this number, that is a by b into c by d, then plus again a by b into e by f. This is the distributive law of multiplication over addition. Okay, so you can see the example also. Okay, so if you find any difficulty, then you can contact me. And the 7th property, this is the last property of multiplication, that is multiplicative property of 0. Multiplicative property of 0. Okay, so multiplicative property of 0, that means that if you multiply 0 to any rational number, either if you pre-multiply or post-multiply it, answer will be 0, because 0 into something is 0. That is the multiplicative property of 0. Okay, So similarly, we have the properties, that is the fourth property, that is properties on the division of rational numbers or division of rational number. Okay, so if we see the division of rational number, suppose a by b divided by c by t. How we will divide this rational number? These are, first fraction is fixed, that is a by b is fixed, then division will be converted to multiplication and c by d will get reciprocal. So you have to remember this. So a by b divided by c by d. How to solve this? A by b, just change the division into multiplication, and to do so we have to take the reciprocal of this one, c by d. Okay. Suppose we take one example. Question is that divide 11 by 24 by minus 5 by 8. So we have to divide it. So 11 by 24 divided by minus 5 by 8. So how we will divide it? So first fraction will be same, division will be converted to multiplication, and it will be get reciprocal. Reciprocal means 8 by minus 5. And we have already learned the multiplication. How to multiply? Numerator will get multiplied to numerator and denominator will get multiplied to the denominator. So 11 is 88 and 24 into minus 5. This will be, we can say that minus 5 for the 20. Carry 2, 5 to 10, 11, 12, 120. Now we have to convert it into simplest form. So if we see, it is cancelled by 2. 2 4 is 8, 2 4 is 8, 2 6 is 12, 2 6 is 20. Then again 2 2 is 4, 2 2 is 4, 2 3 is 6, 0. Then 2 11 is 22 and 2 15 is 30. So the required answer is 11 by minus 15. So we put the negative sign in the numerator. So required answer will be minus 11 by 15. So this is the answer. I hope everyone has understood. Okay. So properties of division of rational number. So it satisfies the closure property also. Okay. And if you divide, you can write some properties that if we divide the same rational number, what will be the answer? Obviously it will be 1. Okay. Example, 2 by 3 divided by 2 by 3. Both are same rational number. So if we divide same number, then we will get answer 1. Okay. And another one is, so if we divide any rational number with 1, answer will be same. So you need to remember this too. These are very easy. Okay. So now we will solve exercise 1C. I will solve some question and rest will be homework. Okay, same type one. Question number 1. So all of you please open the page number 20. So first one question is find the product. Find the product. We have already discussed how to find the product. 4 by 9 into 7 by 12. So solution. How to solve this? Just the numerator will get multiplied to numerator and denominator will be get multiplied to denominator. Now if some numbers are getting cancelled, then you have to cancel. That is 4 1 is 4, 4 3 is 12. Now none of the two number cancel in numerator and denominator. So answer will be 1 into 7 by 9 into 3. So that is 7 by 9 3 is 27. So 7 by 27 already is in the simplest form. So if I take another example, suppose number 7. 7 by 24 into minus 48. So how to solve? Here 7 by 24 into, now minus 48 does not have denominator. So if it does not have denominator, then we will put 1 in the denominator. Okay. So now we can multiply. That is 7 is multiplied to minus 48 and 24 is multiplied to 1. So if negative sign is there, then we will take negative common in the numerator. Then it will become 7 into 48 divided by 24 into 1. It will be 24. So if you see 24 2 ja 48. So answer will be minus 7 2 ja 14 and denominator is 1. 14 by 1. So 14 by 1 can be written as minus 14. Fine. So rest of all the question of 1 Rest of all parts of 1 are homework. Okay. Next, we have question number 2. Find the multiplicative inverse of. So question number 1, 17 by 12. So solution, how to write? The multiplicative inverse of minus 7 by 12 is, how it is written? Multiplicative inverse. We have already discussed that the multiplicative inverse of a by b will be your b by a. It's reciprocal. So 17 by 12 will be 12 by minus 17. Okay. So it is very easy to write the multiplicative inverse. And you have to also mention how it is multiplicative inverse, because if you multiply the number with its multiplicative inverse, then the answer should be 1. So how to complete it? The multiplicative inverse of minus 7 by 12 will be 12 by minus 17, as if you multiply minus 17 by 12 with 12 by minus 17, then what will be the answer? Then the answer will be 1. How 1? 12 1 is 12 and 17 1 is 17. So all are cancelling, so they will form 1. Okay. So no need to cut, directly you can write this answer, or you can, which is equals to, you can either write this, because we have to write a by b into c by a by b into b by a, or b by a into a by b equal to 1 in this form. So 17 by 12 into 12 by minus 17, or 12 by minus 17 into minus 17 by 12, both will give the same answer. So just you have to write this in every case. Okay. So I think all the question will be easier. So in question number 2, minus 16, okay, how to write the multiplicative inverse of minus 16. So if minus 16, no denominator is there, so denominator will be 1, is 1 by minus 16. Why? As minus 16 by 1 into 1 by minus 16, or 1 by minus 16 into minus 16 by 1, both gives us answer 1. Okay. Similarly, in the third case, that is the multiplicative inverse of 0 by 2. So if we write its reciprocal, what will be this? 2 by 0. But is this possible? No, it is not possible. So how to write the answer? That you have to write that the multiplicative inverse of solution, the multiplicative inverse of 0 by 2 does not exist. Or you can remember that any rational number whose numerator is 0, then that rational number does not have any inverse. As the numerator is 0, so the multiplicative inverse does not exist. Okay. So I think the rest of all question will be homework. Question number your 4 and 5, this will be all homework. Okay. Next, question number 3. So 3, the question is find the quotient. Find the quotient. Number 1, it is 17 by 8 divided by 51 by 4. So how to find the quotient? It is same as the division. Okay. So we have already discussed about the division. That is, if we divide a by b with new rational number c by d, then what we will do? We make the first fraction fixed and we convert the division to multiplication and take the reciprocal of the second, that is c by d will be d by c. So 17 by 8 this division will convert to multiplication, and 51 by 4 we will take the reciprocal, that is 4 by 51. So in this way we solve it. So if you see that 4 1 is 4, 4 2 is 8, and 17 1 is 17, 17 3 is 51. So answer will be 1 into 1, because multiplication will be numerator into numerator and denominator into denominator. So this will be 1 by 3 to the 6. So this is the question, is the required quotient. Okay, so similarly you do other also. So question number 2, 3 and 4 will be all homework. Always remember that whose denominator is not given, then take the denominator to be 1. Okay, so next question number 4. So name the property of multiplication illustrated by each of the following statements. So you can see that first question is our minus 8 by 9 into minus 13 by 7 is equals to minus 13 by 7 into minus 8 by 9. It is of the form of, that is your like this, a by b into c by d equal to c by d into a by b. This property is known as our commutative law. Okay, so which property it is used? Name the property of multiplication, then that property of multiplication will be our closure property. So it is the closure property. So likewise you just complete the question number 2, 3, 4, 5 also. Just you can take the reference of page number 17, property of multiplication of rational number. So there are 7 properties of the rational number already discussed. So you just match them and see which property is being used. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 will be all homework. Okay, question number 5. So in question number 5, what it is given, verify whether the given statement is true or false. So I will just do the question number 1. Minus 8 by 9 divided by minus 4 by 3 is equals to minus 4 by 3 divided by minus 8 by 9. So you have to check whether this is true or false. So first try to solve the left side, that is minus 8 by 9 divided by minus 4 by 3. How we will solve this? First fraction will become fixed, then division will get multiplied and it will get reciprocal. Okay, minus 4 by 3. So this negative cancel, then 4 2 is 8 and 3 1 is 3 and 3 3 is 9. So what is the answer? It is 2 into 1 divided by 3 into 1. So answer is 2 by 3. And if you see the other side, that is minus 4 by 3 divided by minus 8 by 9. So minus 4 by 3 into, it will be get reciprocal, minus 9 by 8. So negative cancel, 4 1 is 4, 4 2 is 8 and 3 1 is 3 and 3 3 is 9. So this will be 1 into 3 by 1 into 2, that is 3 by 2. So both are different. So in this question we have got 2 by 3, whereas we have got the right side is 3 by 2. So is the statement true? The solution will be, the statement is false. So like this you have to do the question number 2 and 3. Okay, this will be all homework. Next, question number 6 is also same. So you just take 6 to be homework. Then number 7, what it is written, that the product of two rational number is minus 7, and if one of the rational number is minus 8 by 11, then find the other. That means we have two rational number. If you multiply the two rational number, the answer is minus 7, and one of the rational number is given, that is minus 8 by 11. So we need to find the other. So what we will do, let the other rational number be x. Then our quotient, according to quotient, a by q means according to quotient. Then if you multiply 8 by 11 with x, our result is minus 7. Okay, now how we will solve this? So x is fixed here, equal to is fixed and minus 7 is also fixed. Just we will transfer this minus 8 by 11. So minus 8 by 11 is being getting multiplied. So if it changes side, then it will get divide. Okay. So 8 by 11 was getting multiplied. So if we take to the right side, then it will get divide. Divide minus 8 by 11. So you can see that minus 7, it will be fixed. If it is denominator is not given, then we will take the denominator 1 and this division will get multiplied and we will take the reciprocal, that is 11 by minus 8. Okay, so 7 into 11, because nothing is cancelling, so 7 into 11 divided by 1 into minus 8. So if we see the answer, it will be minus 77 divided by minus 8. So now minus cancel. So what will be x? X is 77 by 8. So this is the required answer. Okay. So question number 8 is also same. So take 8 to be homework. Okay. So 9 is also same. Question is by what rational number 1 by 26 is divided to get answer this. So that means you have to think that 1 by 26 by which rational number we will divide it. So the answer is minus 8 by 39. So you have to take this question mark to be x. So let the number divided is x be x, or according to question. So if we divide 1 by 26 with that unknown rational number, then our answer is getting minus 8 by 39. Now we have to calculate x. So fix the position of x. Equal to is also fixed. Minus 8 by 39 is also fixed. Now you have to just move this number. So you have to see that 1 by 26 is getting divided. So if we change the side, it will get multiplied. 1 by 26. Okay. So if anything is getting multiplied to the left side, then if we change the side, it will get your division. We have already discussed that. If not, if you again forgot this, then you have to remember this 4 formula. So if something is getting multiplied, then if you change the side, it will get divide. And if something is getting divided in the left hand side, if you change the side, it will get multiply. If something is getting addition, if you change the side, it will get negative. And if a negative is there, then you will get positive in this way. Okay. So how we will solve this? So numerator into numerator and denominator into denominator. So now already this will cancel out. I think 2 4 is 8, then 2 1 is 2, 2 3 is 6. So now nothing will cancel out. So the answer will be okay, wait. Okay, for division, okay, for division, what you have to do is, question is same, that what number should be divided by 1 by 26, so that the answer is minus 8 by 19. It will form this. Okay. Now first we have to convert it into multiplication, then only we can change the side. That means x by 1. Okay. So the denominator of x is nothing. If the denominator is not given, then we will take it to be 1. So first step will be then 1 by 26 into this division will get multiplication, and x by 1 will be 1 by x equals to minus 8 by 39. Okay. Now, so how you will think that? It is quite simple. So if you follow the rule that now here x is in denominator, so if we change the side, it can be written as, if we take 1 by 26 here, and if you bring minus 8 by 39 in the left side, it will become your divided by, and it will get reciprocal. And if we take 1 by 8 to the right, it will also get reciprocal. So you have to fix this, or you can directly write, if you are not changing this from this division, you can easily write this. Okay. How to write this? That's 1 by 26 will be fixed, division will be also fixed, just change the side. So if we change the side, then So just if we change the side of x and minus 8 by 39, then it will be your minus 8 by 39 is equals to x. So you can easily change this. So it will be better to follow this rule. Okay. So now what we will do? We will fix this. We will change the division to multiplication and we will take the reciprocal. So this will also work. So if we divide it, so what will be the answer? The answer will be, so if we cancel 13 3 is 39 and 13 2 is 26. So 1 into 3 it is 3 and 2 into minus 8 it is minus 16. So therefore x equal to, you can take minus 3 by 16. So this will be the required answer. Okay. So in the next class we will try to, as video becoming too lengthy, so in the next class we will try to solve question number 10 to 16. Okay. So till then complete all the homework and send me. Okay. Thank you.